Hello everyone. In the previous session, we have discussed about a bit part about electrochemistry. Continued part of that chapter is regarding one well-known law named as a Ohm's law. So Ohm's law basically deals with a relation between the strength of current, that is I, which is measured in terms of amperes, potential difference V, which is measured in terms of volts, and resistance of a conductor. So these are the or we can say the three parameters of a conductor. What I am talking about: strength of a current flowing through a conductor, potential difference applied across the conductor, and the third one, that is resistance offered by a conductor. So according to Ohm's law, he gave a quantitative relationship. He gave quantitative relationship between these three parameters of a conductor. Well, what that law says, the statement is the current flowing through a conductor, that is I. The current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the conductor and inversely proportional to the resistance offered by a conductor. So what we can say mathematically, I is equal to V by R. Here I, strength of a current, V, potential difference, and R, resistance of a conductor. So according to Ohm's law, what it says, the strength of a current, the strength of a current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference and inversely proportional to the resistance of a conductor. Well, on rearranging, we can equate for V. This equation can be rearranged in different forms. One of the form is V is equal to I into R. Well, here V, as we said here, potential difference, I, strength of a current, and R, resistance, which means V is equal to I into R. So according to that, we can say another definition: V, the potential difference applied across the conductor, is equal to product of I and R. I, strength of a current flowing through a conductor, or resistance of a conductor. So we can say the another way of defining Ohm's law, or I can say another statement for Ohm's law is the potential difference applied across the conductor is equal to product of strength of a current flowing through a conductor and its resistance. Well, I am saying here resistance. So another way of defining is it is V is equal to I into R. Well, it's regarding Ohm's law. Coming to the most common terms which are used in the electrochemistry, that is, in electrochemistry, as we said, conductors and material which are used to conduct the electricity, those materials are going to associated with the certain measurable parameters, measurable characteristics. That is, one is resistance, another one is specific resistance, third one conductance, and fourth one specific conductance. These are the four common terms which are used in electrochemistry, which are associated with the characteristics of a conductor. Coming to the first one, resistance, as I already mentioned here in the previous, that is in the law, what we said, resistance, potential difference, and strength of current are interrelated in the form of Ohm's law. Now here, the meaning of resistance, basically, as we say, resist means usually, if you think of meaning, oppose, to obstruct. So according to that, here conductors are going to have resistance, means all conductors are going to prefer, they are going to prefer certain resistance, means they have certain objections, or I can say some opposing force which is acting against the conductance. So we say resistance is the measure of resistance is the measure of obstruction to the flow of current. What we can say, resistance is the measure of obstruction to the flow of current, is the one simple definition for resistance. In another way, how we can define means the resistance of any object is directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to its area of cross section. Means here, if I consider conductors, all conductors are going to offer certain resistance. Well, how it is related to its length and area of cross section means is directly related to its length and inversely related to its area of cross section. So is taken, this relation is taken as a definition. So how we are defining? The electrical resistance of any object is directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to its area of cross section. So one can think over here, say resistance and length of conductor, how they are related? Directly related, which means say we, for example, we have a two conducting wires, say two copper wires. One is of 10-meter length, another one is of 15-meter length of same area of cross section, say 0.9 nanometer. We have a, once again I will repeat this, we have a two copper wires, one of 10-meter length, another one is 15-meter length of same area of cross section. Both have same area of cross section. Now which is going to offer more resistance means, according to the relation, resistance and length both are directly proportional. The one which is having more length is going to offer more resistance. So according to that, what we can say, a copper wire with a 15-meter length is going to have more resistance compared to 10-meter length. So this analogy can be applied while dealing with some objective type questions. So here resistance and length both are directly proportional. On the other hand, when you look at the relation between area of cross section, it is inversely proportional, which means greater the area of cross section, lesser is the resistance, or lesser the area of cross section, more is the resistance. So both are inversely proportional. Well, how we can define resistance? One way of defining is, it is the measure of obstruction to the flow of current, or else in another way, the electrical resistance of any object is directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to its area of cross section. Well, according to this definition, mathematically we can abbreviate R for resistance, small l for length, and capital A for area of cross section. So R is proportional to L by A. Later, what we have done, this proportionality symbol is replaced by a constant called rho. That rho is a proportionality constant, is named as specific resistance, is referred as specific resistance or resistivity. Further, what is the unit for resistance means, resistance of any conductor is measured in terms of ohm. OHM, or symbolically it is named as a ohm. So it is regarding the first term which is commonly used in electrochemistry, resistance. Well, coming to the second one, as we said here, rho, that is specific resistance, or it is also called resistivity of a conductor. So we know this relation. First we go with the mathematical form. What is there? R is equal to rho into L by A is a mathematical expression. R is equal to rho into L by A. Now we go for a consideration here. Suppose if length is taken as 1 meter. In the expression, if length is taken as 1 meter and if area of cross section of that conductor is 1 meter square, then what happens? If L is equal to 1, A is equal to 1, R becomes equal to rho. We know the terms here. R, resistance of a conductor, rho, resistivity of a conductor, or I can say specific resistance of a conductor is one more property of a conductor. Okay, say if it is a conductor, if I say if it is a conductor, it has conductance, it has resistance, it has specific conductance, it also has specific resistance. Means four properties. This conductor is associated with the four properties. We are looking for relation among these four properties. Well, first we said resistance, this object resistance, and now we are looking for specific resistance, or I can say resistivity. What I am saying, if length is 1 meter and area of cross section is 1 meter square, then what happens? resistance becomes equal to resistivity. So according to this consideration, how we can define specific resistance is defined as resistance of a conductor. Specific resistivity, or I can say resistivity, is the resistance of a conductor having conductor of 1 meter length and having area of cross section equal to 1 meter square. If L is equal to 1 meter and A is equal to 1 meter square, what happens? R becomes equal to rho, or I can say rho becomes equal to R. So here we can say the specific resistance is the resistance of a conductor of 1 meter length and having area of cross section equal to 1 meter square. Or else another way, resistivity is defined as resistance of a conductor whose length is 1 meter and its area of cross section is 1 meter square. Any of the definition can be remembered. Or else one more way, instead of 1 meter, even we can consider 1 centimeter. Generally, I can say here unit length and unit area of cross section. Okay. Now, resistivity is the resistance of a conductor whose length is 1 centimeter and its area of cross section is 1 centimeter square. Well, generally what I said, resistivity is the resistance of a conductor having unit length and unit area of cross section. Okay, both must be unit. So that we are going to get rho is equal to R. Well, it's regarding definition of specific resistance, or I can say resistivity. Well, coming to the unit for specific resistance or resistivity. Again, we go for equations. What is that? R is equal to rho into L by A. Rearranging, rho is equal to R into A by L. R resistance measured in ohms. First consideration, say area of cross section meter square, length meter. So square and meter cancels here. What is the remaining? Ohm meter. So what is the SI unit for specific resistance? It is the ohm meter. Okay. Even we can say ohm centimeter can also be the unit. Here area is taken as centimeter square, length is taken as centimeter. So square and centimeter cancels. What remains? Ohm centimeter. But what is the SI unit? Ohm meter is the unit. So is the second term, specific resistance or resistivity, which is commonly used in electrochemistry. Coming to the third one, conductance. So we come across now, we already came to know the two terms, resistance and second one, specific resistance, are called resistivity. Now coming to the third one, conductance. So conductance is the measure of ease with which current flows through a conductor, which means here I can say conductor, all conductors have a ease, they have a potential for the conduction. So it is called, it's a conductance. In another word, when you look at the relation between resistance, it is reciprocal of resistance. So another definition for conductance, the reciprocal of resistance of a conductor is called conductance. Means mathematically how we can say G, conductance is abbreviated with G, so G is equal to 1 by R. Reciprocal of resistance of a conductor is called its conductance. Well, what is the unit? Resistance is measured in terms of ohm, so G is equal to 1 by R. So we can say G is equal to 1 by ohm, reciprocal of this per ohm. Mho or ohm inverse is the unit. According to SI system, the unit for conductance is Simon, capital S. And to be remembered here, 1 Simon is equal to per ohm. Okay. So third, conductance, what we are saying, conductance is the measure of ease with which current flows through a conductor. Or else another way of defining, the reciprocal of resistance of a conductor is called its conductance. Okay. What is the unit? Simon. SI unit you have to be remembered here. Simon is the SI unit for conductance. Coming to the fourth one, that is specific conductance, or it is also called conductivity. is the fourth term which is commonly used in electrochemistry. So what is that? Specific conductance, or it is also called conductivity. As like resistance and conductance both are inversely related. Similarly, specific resistance, resistivity and conductivity, they are inversely related with one another. Means here the reciprocal of resistivity of a conductor is called conductivity. As like reciprocal of resistance of a conductor is called conductance. Here reciprocal of resistivity of a conductor is called specific conductance, or it is also called conductivity. How it is abbreviated means it is a Greek symbol named kappa. It's not K, it is abbreviated as kappa. Okay. Well, then according to the definition, if you want to get a mathematical form, here say G is equal to 1 by R, or else G is equal to A divided by rho into L, or G is equal to kappa into A by L. Further, if you take length, length is 1 meter and area of cross section is 1 meter square, then what happens? G becomes equal to kappa. Okay. We are looking for another definition for specific conductance. Well, according to this, what we can say, the specific conductance is the conductance of a solution. G conductance kappa specific conductance. So specific conductance is equal to conductance of a solution of 1 meter length, solution of 1 meter length, and having 1 meter square as area of cross section. As like specific resistance, here specific conductance. Or another way, the conductivity is the conductance of a conductor whose length is 1 meter and its area of cross section is 1 meter square, is the another definition by considering 1 meter and 1 meter square. Or else if you take 1 centimeter length and 1 centimeter square area of cross section, we get one more definition, that is the conductivity is the conductance of a conductor whose length is 1 centimeter and its area of cross section is 1 centimeter square. So is the fourth term, specific conductance or conductivity. Okay. So the most preferable definition is the reciprocal of resistivity of a conductor is called conductivity. Okay. Well, now coming to the unit of this specific conductance or conductivity, as we said, reciprocal of resistivity. So kappa is equal to 1 by rho. What is the unit for rho? Ohm meter. So kappa per ohm per meter. So per ohm, according to SI system, it is represented as Simon. So the SI unit for specific conductance or conductivity is Simon per meter. Simon per meter. Okay. If I take per ohm per centimeter, it will be Simon per centimeter. Okay. That is, if resistivity is taken as ohm centimeter, then kappa will be per ohm per centimeter, and it is abbreviated as Simon per centimeter. And one important relation to be remembered here, 1 Simon per centimeter is equal to 100 Simon per meter. So it is regarding unit for specific conductance or conductivity. Then one more important term, that is cell constant. Okay, while dealing with resistance and all, we come across the ratio L by A. Okay, as we said, resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to its area of cross section. Means we come across the ratio between length to the area of cross section of a conductor. So this ratio, the quantity L by A is called cell constant. Okay. So what is cell constant? The ratio of length of a conductor to its area of cross section is called its cell constant. And how it is denoted? It is denoted by G star. And if you consider unit, it may be per meter or per centimeter. So is the unit for cell constant. Okay. It is regarding the terms which are used most commonly used in electrochemistry. Thank you.